Hello, bonjour, hola, hello, guten tag, ciao, salam, what's up? This is Jonathan Big John Williams, and I'm here to tell you about the Motor Club America MCA Platinum Matrix. For those of you all who have talked about and heard about the Total Security Platinum plan for Motor Club America that offers you the amazing income potential by becoming a platinum member, my goal for you is explain to you exactly what is it about spillover versus your referrals. Now, of course, when you join Motor Club America and you get into the Platinum Matrix, you have the potential to earn residual income. That is income that's paid to you every month just for having your membership at a platinum level. Now, you have heard about people earning money through residual income as far as reward dollars, as well as the 100% reward dollar matching, as well as having your matrix being filled by spillover. So what I'm going to do is explain to you what is the difference between, the referrals that give you the 100% matching versus you receiving spillover. So first thing I'm going to have you do is look at this legend because I want you to understand how this matrix works. Because if you're a platinum member or have the intent on upgrading, you're going to fall in the matrix somewhere. So in the platinum matrix, we have the legend here. The red icons will be you. Should only be one of those, hopefully, unless you're cloning yourself or something. Your first generation, these are going to be people that you personally refer after you are a platinum member yourself, that you refer and they become a platinum member. These are going to become your personal referrals. Your second generation are people that your first generation brings into the platinum matrix. So anyone that you personally refer, if they decide to bring anyone into the platinum matrix, they will be considered your second generation. Spillover are people that are brought into the matrix underneath you that you did not personally refer. Spillover again are people that fall underneath you in the matrix that you do not personally refer. Hence the word spillover. That means they have spilt from somewhere over you and they fall below you. Now, for the purpose of this matrix, any spot that you see that's indicated with a gray icon, these are going to be unoccupied spots because we're going to go through here and fill the matrix in and show exactly what happens. Now, just in case you don't know, when you're red yourself, you will earn reward dollars. You see this column is highlighted here in white, right here. This is the income that you receive just for having people in your matrix. It doesn't matter if you responsible them or not. It doesn't matter if you brought them in through a spillover. You earn the income in the reward dollar column just for having the people in the matrix. Now, these two other columns, the first and second gen imagine, this is income that is earned based off people that you refer into the matrix. Okay? So, if you have a matrix that some people may want to have the quote lazy approach, and you want your matrix to grow 100% only on spillover, which basically means you aren't doing any kind of referring, I'm not sure why you wouldn't do that because, as you know, you still earn $80 for each referral that you make. Now, the matrix income does not include 80% $80 income. Remember, reward dollars, matrix income has nothing to do with $80 referral income. That's a completely separate income stream. Okay? So, if you rely solely on spillover, the column you see here in white, this is all the income you can get. Now, the income you see here is monthly. This total is monthly. So if you only get spillover, the most you can possibly make in Motor Club America on a residual income basis is $7,572 a month. That is, you rely on 100% spillover. The money in the Motor Club America Platinum Matrix is in the matching. Now, of course, $7,500 is nothing to sneeze at because that's probably across the year, that's more than double the average income of somebody in the United States. But why would you want to limit yourself? I mean, do you purposely want to restrict the amount that you can earn? Let's show an example here. So let's just say that you decide to come into Motor Club America on a platinum plan, or you decide to upgrade. So this person, this is you right here, and we're going to go here and turn you red because, as I said, that's you. Now, of course, you fall underneath your platinum sponsor. Each person, each person can have three people directly below the max. So as you see, this is your platinum sponsor's first person. Now remember, just FYI, your platinum sponsor doesn't necessarily have to be the person that brought you into MCA. Because if for some reason your sponsor, if you aren't platinum right now, if your sponsor who brought you in is not platinum, and you decide to upgrade prior to them, you will go in the matrix, they still will not be in the matrix. You will actually get passed up to the first person in their upline who is a platinum member, and you will fall underneath them. So just because your sponsor is not platinum already does not mean you should wait for them. Okay? Because if anything, they'll end up below you if you happen to upgrade first. So here you are right here, and this is your platinum sponsor. As you can see, each person, as I said earlier, has 3 positions below them. This is your platinum sponsor, and this is the person who brought your platinum sponsor into the matrix. So this could be your platinum sponsor, sponsor first level, and I would be their second generation, first generation, I'm sorry, and second generation. So here I am right here. So let's just say I bring my person in. Of course, the whole goal of the hypothetical example of the matrix is bringing 3 people in. Now, you shouldn't limit yourself to bringing just 3 people in, because every person you bring in is an additional 100% check match on their reward dollars that you can earn. Now, remember, you earn 100% matching on your first and second generation matrix income, okay? So let's just say you decide to bring somebody into Motor Club America on a platinum level. So right now, you just came in, you haven't referred anybody yet. So we're going to bring in one person, and because you brought them in yourself, they become blue. That means they're your first generation, okay? They fall in your first level, but your first generation. Now, do not confuse levels with generation. Levels are just simply the placement they are in your matrix. 3 here on the top, 3 across. Then, of course, you add those all up. That's 9 here. Then, of course, 3 under those 9 means 999. That's 27 total. So don't confuse the levels with the generation. Generations are basically just what they are. You bring in somebody to Motor Club America on a platinum, they become your first generation. It doesn't matter what level they fall on. And we'll explain that. So you brought in somebody, bam, they're now in your first level. And let's say, hey, you decide to bring in someone else. Well, the next spot is right to the right of it. Bam, there's your second person. Now, let's just say your platinum sponsor brought in somebody. Let's say he brought in 3 people. Now, right now, your sponsor only has just you. Let's just say he decided to bring in 3 people. Well, we got to fill in 3 people in his matrix. Your spot is already occupied, so we're going to bring in somebody here. And bam. But remember, this is spelled. This is his sponsor. This is his. This is tied to him. That's his first person. Let's bring in a second person. Bam. Now, guess what? He wants to bring in a third person. But look, his first 3 are filled. That means we have to go down to the next level and find the first available spot from left to right. That's how the matrix works. Well, look at this. You still haven't gotten your first 3 yet. So what ends up happening? That third person that your sponsor brings in can't go here. So we go down to your first level, and that's filled. That's filled. Up here's the spot. So he ends up going here, and it's now become spillover underneath you. Now, because your platinum sponsor actually brought them in, he or she, that is, will earn 100% matching on their income, because this person is your sponsor's first generation because he brought them in. So, as a result of him falling underneath you, you have actually filled out your first level in your matrix. Excuse me. But because he is a spillover, you will not be able to earn any matching of the purple guy's income. Why? Because you did not refer him in. So the only income you can make off the purple guy is based on your matrix being filled, which means you can only earn reward dollars. You can only earn reward dollars for having people in your matrix. Okay? Now, if you decide to bring in someone right now, a personal referral, yourself, well, your first 3 are filled now, which means you have to go down to your second level. Remember, just because of your second level doesn't mean it's full of second generation people. Anybody could fall there, okay? So let's just say that you happen to bring in another person right now. Well, guess what? Your first level's filled. Remember, this is, by the way, in case you didn't know, all these people over here, this person here, these are all the people that fall underneath your sponsor's second spot, and all the people over here are the people that fall in your sponsor's third spot. So this is just to illustrate the overall hierarchy of how you fall into the entire matrix. So as we look at this, if you happen to bring in another person right now, well, they're going to have to go here. Your first level is full, so we go down to your second level. Now, this is what I talked about earlier. Just because it's your second level doesn't mean it's just full of, quote, your second generation. Anybody could fall on any level. Okay? So right now, you just brought in your next person who's a personal referral. Guess what happens? Well, first of all, it becomes a 100% match for you. So you have somebody who you personally referred that fell into your second level. In addition, it helps this person out right there. Why? Because hey, look, it's one of their first three. Now, for this little guy right here, this person that dropped on your second level becomes spillover for him because he didn't personally refer them in. You brought them in. Hence, you earn the income of that. All right. Now, let's just say, for instance, that after you brought your person in, let's just say this guy right here decides to bring someone in himself. Well, guess what? If that guy is a blue, which means he's your personal referral, if he brings someone in, guess what happens? That person becomes your second generation. Your second generation, again, are people that your personal referrals refer in to the Platinum Matrix. So now, look at this. Remember, anybody that's blue or green, you will earn 100% matching on their reward dollars that they earn in the Matrix. All right? So now, the green person is now on your second level. You have a first generation and a second generation that falls on your second level because why? Well, your first level is already full because you had two you brought in yourself, and then your sponsor brought in someone that fell below you. Okay? So again, if anyone right now above you happens to bring in someone, they could fall underneath you. Now, for those of you all who are depending solely on spillover, let me explain how this works, and you may be waiting for some time. Say for instance right now, let's go much higher. Let's say that your platinums, well, let's actually say here, let's say that your personal sponsor brought in someone else right now to MCA. Well, let's look at his first three. That's full because you're there. Someone's sitting there and someone's sitting there. Well, can't go in there, so let's go to the next level. Well, your first three are occupied, and here's an open spot right here. So now we have to fill in this person here. And bam, notice this person is not under you. Do you notice right now that if you don't bring anyone else into MCA, if you personally don't refer anybody else, if you wait for spillover, look at what happens. It has to fill this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot, and this spot to even have a chance to go back over here to a place that could possibly hit you. If you notice, this is like a tree. This is where the bark of the tree, and this is how the branch extends away from the tree. The farther you go down, the farther you are away from where that branch starts. As you can see, there are many paths that it could go before it can actually land underneath you. So if you're somebody that waits on spillover, you could be waiting quite a long time if you don't have a very strong upline. And by that I mean they might not be referring a lot of people in there. Again, if everybody in your upline is depending on spillover, guess what happens? Nobody's going to make anything because no one's doing any work. And why would you not want to do any work when you have a chance to earn 100% reward dollar matching? Okay? So let's look at this right now. Let's just say that right now you decide to continue to bring people in. So you bring another person yourself. Well, look at your next available spot. We'll have to put him here. There's another person, first generation. Oh, but let's say, for instance, all of a sudden, while you're referring people in, this guy right here, he decides to bring in three people. He does what the hypothetical example says, which is to bring in your first three people. So he decides to bring in all three people as a platinum member. Bam, what happens is, he gets his first three, and look what happens. You now have three additional second generation people. Why? You brought this blue guy in. He's your first generation, and your first generation brought in three people. That's his first, but your second generation. So look at this. Now you have, let's count all the blues and greens. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total 100% reward dollar matches. Because anyone in your first or second generation, you will earn 100% reward dollars on their income, a matching reward dollars. So if you look at the chart now, look how it goes. You have two people here, but you don't have three. But you have, look at there, your first generation refers three people. Well, look what happens. You got two people here that already have brought in three, and it just so happened that under your first generation here, you actually had two people on your first gen below them and a second. So you've already almost filled out your second level. So your income is going to increase, and not to mention you're going to start earning first generation matching. Because look at this blue guy right here. He has his first three people that's going to yield you an additional 60 cents on your residual income. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot now, but of course, as it grows and grows and grows, You know, we're talking about substantial income. But look at you. You don't even have that many people in your matrix. In fact, if this is you right here, you have six here, seven, eight, nine. You have nine people in your matrix so far, and eight of them you are earning 100% matching on their income. Do you see how amazing that is? Look at this for instance. Now there are three people here in green, and there are nine people that fall below those three. Again, now how is that done? Well, again, each person has three below them. Three times three gives you nine. So right now, if these three people happen to, it doesn't matter who does, but if all of them collectively bring in people themselves, well, guess what happens? They now are occupied those spots. Now, this is not that you don't earn anything on your third generation. However, these people help these green people earn money on their first level, and they help the blue people earn money on their second level. But guess what? Whatever the blue guy earns, you make. Whatever the green people earn, you make because you're matching. So as you can see, this particular line right here down your center has earned you more money because you have people falling in there. Now, of course, spillover can take effect as you're filling up your matrix. It's going to happen because whenever somebody brings somebody into the matrix, it's always going to be a personal referral for somebody and spillover for somebody else. Unless you're starting at the very top, the company themselves. So, if you want spillover, I'd rather for it to be spillover for somebody else, so that way I can get the 100% reward dollar matching on that person. You don't want to make this full of spillover. You want to make this full of referrals. But of course, it is always better to have those personal referrals higher up on the matrix because you can make more. Look at this. Look at this purple guy right here. Let's just say that as time goes through, he has a full matrix. Well, if he has a full matrix, unfortunately, since I didn't bring him in here, I can't earn matching on him. I can't earn this first generation matching, which means potentially I could miss out on a full matrix. I can miss out on $2,900. If his first generation gets full, that's an additional 22,000. If his second generation gets full and I brought him in, that's an additional $68,000 that I'm missing out. Ooh, do you see how crucial it is? Spillover is nice, but we're talking about exponential growth on your income. That guy right there could be additional $7,500 I would miss out on the month because he was spillover to me. Spillover is nice to fill out your matrix because you earn reward dollars, but it's not nice if you're trying to get that first and second generation matching because what happens? This purple guy, remember, was brought in by my sponsor. He's the one who's getting paid off all these people that will fall up below initially, not me. I just get paid the reward dollars. So right now, people, I hope you understand that it is important for you to bring in people yourself to the matrix. Yes, you can make money on spillover only, but it will take significant amount of time. You know, if you bring in people yourself, you will earn 100% matching. Wouldn't it be nice if you continue to bring people in? Now say for instance, look at our matrix layout right now. I still have three open spots on my second level. Let's just say that I happen to bring in people myself. Let's say I had a meeting. I went to the workplace and I said, "Oh, I got three of my coworkers to join MCA." Well, let's make them all. I bring them in. My first level's full. My second level's full on these spots. We're gonna go left to right, and bam, here are my three spots. They're my first generation. They're blue. Now look at this. I've kind of helped my little spillover guy because even though I can't earn directly on him for matching income, I can earn on these three because why? They are my personal referrals. So now look at this. Of the 12 spots I have directly below me, I now have 11 of them being 100% check matches. Now just FYI, let's just fast forward time. I have a full matrix. Let's just say I have a full matrix. Let's just say I went to town and over time I have a full matrix. Guess what happens? This guy right here, I personally referred him in my first generation. That means I'm going to make 100% matching on his income, as well as this blue guy, all these blue and green people here. First generation matching is based on blue. Second generation matching is based on green. If these two people right here are making, let's just say they're making $997 a month, which means $2,000 rounded total. Let's say $1,000 each. If they're making $1,000 each per month, guess what? I get that as well, which means an additional $2,000 in addition to the money I make for a matrix. If I have a full matrix, I'm making $7,500 a month minimum. That's before I get any matching dollars. Do you see what happens when you have people you personally refer? Your income goes up dramatically. So if I have a full matrix, let's just say that these two people right here are making 1,000. That's an additional $2,000 a month. Now I'm at 9,000, almost $10,000 a month. And even with this person, I didn't bring them in. I'm still getting reward dollars for them, and I still have people below him or her that are earning money. 100% matching is where it's at, people. Remember, spillover, when someone spills over below you, you do not earn the first or second generation matching from them. You only earn the reward dollars for having them in your matrix, okay? You can't earn matching if you didn't bring them in. If they spill over, you will not earn matching. You cannot earn matching. You have to earn matching on people you personally refer, or the people that you personally referred bring in, okay? That's considered your first generation if you bring them in, and everybody that you bring in, if they bring someone in, they're considered your second generation. So that's like the grandmother, the mother, and the son. The grandma brought in the mother to the world. The mother brought in the son. The grandmother to the mother. Mother is the first generation. The son is the second generation. Okay. If you didn't bring them in, if you didn't bring them in, you cannot earn matching on them. You can only earn the reward dollars. So if you want to make some serious income from the MCA matrix, do not depend solely on spillover. Spillover is nice here and there, and it's preferably better to have lower at the lower levels, not higher up, because as you can see, when you only have 3 slots at the top, that can really cut you off really quickly. But you can always replace it by bringing more and more people in. And remember, the matching is where the money is in the matrix. You want to have matrix income based on your war dollars, with spillover being a side effect, not spillover being your sole method of income. So again, spillover comes from people in your upline. Spillover is when people in your upline already have their spots occupied and they spill over below you somewhere. Okay? Spillover cannot come from your downline. Spillover comes up from your upline. Okay? Spillover comes from your upline in the platinum matrix. They do not come from your downline. If anything, you want your downline to be full of people that you personally brought in. I can't stress that enough. That's 100% check matching. In the perfect scenario, you have brought in everybody. You have brought your 3 people into the matrix. You had absolutely no spillover. That's the perfect scenario. If you bring in 3 people, and every month from now, let's say start January 2013. If it's already after January of this year, hey, well, retroactively, if you start in January 2013, you brought in 3. Those 3 in February brought in 3 people each. All those people in March brought in 3 people each, and so on and so forth. In a perfect scenario, if that happens, and you're not depending on spillover, your income now goes over here. You see this 15,000 number? This is based on you having a full matrix, and you started with 3 people you personally referred. The next number is based on when your first generation, your first 3 people you brought in, they also have a full matrix. That last number is based on your second generation. You know, when your first 3 brought in their first 3, a total of 9 people. When all those 9 people have a full matrix, you're looking at that number at about 90,000 a month, million a year. This takes time. This is not overnight, but if you really want to expedite your income potential, get yourself personal referrals. And don't just leave your team hanging. Okay? A lot of people here in Motor Club America, don't leave your team hanging. Don't get lazy. Because if anything, if you help your team, if you help people that you have brought in, get their people in there, hello, that is 100% matching for you. Why would you not want to go all out to help your first and second generation people out? Because why? That is 100% matching for them. That's exponential growth in your income. That's just stupid if you don't do that. I mean, it's stupid. Okay? So if you bring in anybody to the Platinum Matrix, your first generation or your second generation, you should be willing to help yourself and all of your first and second gen out. Why? Because you will earn 100% check matching on all of those people. You earn yours plus your first gen plus your second generation. Again, If they are your first generation or second generation people, you should be helping them out to get people in your matrix because they will still help you out as if you brought them in yourself because you're still going to be making 100% matching. Okay? Even if you bring them in yourself, it's still going to help you out. You get the 100% match. But if you're first or second generation, if they're your first generation, you should help them out because they're going to fall below them as your second gen, which also gives you 100% matching. You should be helping your downline in the Platinum Matrix. You should be bringing in people yourself to the Platinum Matrix. Make a decision for yourself, you all. If all you want is spillover, the max you can make is $90,000 a year. If you bring in people to the Matrix yourself, your earnings are unlimited. They are truly unlimited. They have no bounds. There is no cap to the amount you can earn if you bring in people as personal referrals into the Platinum Matrix. There is no limit. The chart here on the left that you may have seen in some of the MCA documentation is based on everybody bringing in 3 people, which could potentially yield you $1 million if you have a full matrix and your first and your second gen 3 people have a full matrix. Imagine if everybody brought in 5 people, and I'm going to leave you with that. Imagine if everybody brought in 5 people instead of 3. I'm going to leave you with that. You figure it out. I'm not even going to do the math for you. But I tell you what, it's going to be a lot bigger than $1 million. Imagine if you pushed yourself, your team, and brought in 10 people. There are a lot of people in MCA right now who are bringing in 30, 40 people a week. Okay? Imagine if you were one of those people and you brought in 30 to 40 platinum members every week. Whew, makes my head hurt. But it will make the limits on your bank account stretch as well because you would be significantly increasing your income on an exponential factor. You make the decision for yourself. If you're a platinum member, you can either say, hey, I'm willing to wait 1, 2, 3, who knows how many years to fill up from spillover, which means I'm going to take the lazy approach and wait for my upline to do all my work for me and be happy with $90,000 eventually. Or I can say, you know what? I know spillover is nice, but I want to have the serious income. I'm going to work because, first of all, I still want to get my $80 income, my referral income on the other side, but I want to build my matrix because I want those 100% matches because I know that every person I bring into the matrix can be worth another $7,500 monthly on my residual income. I'm going to push my team to get people in because why? I know that if my efforts will give me 100% income, my efforts will give me 100% reward dollar income, and me helping my team, especially if I brought them in, will also give me additional 100% reward dollar check matches as well each month. You make the decision, people. You all have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever time of day it is. If you have any questions, feel free to respond to this video. You can, if you for some reason you have not joined Motor Club America at all, I've got a link below this video. It's either to the left, to the right, to the top, to the bottom, somewhere on this page. Check it out. If you have questions about the Platinum Matrix, respond to this video. Probably have my Facebook link around here. If you are ready to take the action and join Motor Club America, check out my websites. YourFridayPayday.com. That's YourFridayPayday.com. If you want to go straight in as a platinum member, why wouldn't you? MCAPlatinum.biz. That's www.mcaplatinum.biz. B-I-Z. This is Jonathan Big John Williams. Hey, saying best of success for you all. Take the venture. If you're watching this before 2013 gets here, or if you're in 2013, make 2013 the best year. If it's beyond 2013, if this is the year 2014 you're watching this video, then you already know and probably have seen other people's success at this. That's right. I'm already predicting the future because this will succeed. You take the time, you can make the dimes. It's that simple. You all have a blessed one. I'm out.